breaking through the project plateau and conquering mid-project slumps. Beginning a new project is like the start of spring. You're full of energy and enthusiasm. The possibilities and potential seem endless. Then, as you move past the starting phase, you feel a shift. You hit a point where it feels like the joy and excitement are evaporating. Now you find yourself stuck in a slump midway through. This notorious progress killer is called the project plateau, but you don't have to be its next victim. There have been many times when I have found myself neck deep in half finished projects. It wasn't until I sat down to examine this pattern that I found a way to break this cycle. So, what I would do is break my projects up into smaller tasks, and then I would reward myself when I finished these small tasks. This helped me get back my initial enthusiasm and helped me push through to finish my projects. I've started many new projects with my content business, each one being the next big thing. But as I plowed through, I found myself abandoning many of these projects. So I'd have a lot of unfinished projects just piling up all around me. I'd lose enthusiasm when I entered the dreaded middle phase. Does this sound familiar? The problem. There's a thrill that comes from beginning something new. But when that initial excitement wears off, we often hit a plateau. Tasks become mundane, progress slows, and we begin to wonder if this project is worth continuing. When you're stuck in this plateau, you're not just grappling with a dip in motivation, you're entangled in a web of emotions like frustration, confusion, and even guilt for not pushing through. This emotional load saps your energy, making it even harder to move forward. Studies like the one from the University of Vermont have consistently shown a drop in interest levels at the midpoint of tasks, regardless of their nature. It's a universal issue affecting everyone from students to CEOs. Studies also show that our brains are wired to seek novelty, things that are new to us. Research published in the Journal of Behavioral Decision Making found that new experiences stimulate the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This can explain why starting a project is so invigorating, but it doesn't help us push through when the going gets tough. The emotional roller coaster. When you get to the project plateau, it's common to feel frustrated, unmotivated, and even anxious. When you feel discouraged, you might give up on projects and not finish them. Here's how to tackle this problem head on. First, recognize the pattern. At the beginning of a project, your energy and motivation are sky high. Every task feels new and exciting. The trouble starts when you reach the middle part. All of a sudden, the tasks start to feel repetitive. Your spirit drops, and it feels like the finish line is really far away. So, the first step in overcoming this plateau is to identify it. It sounds simple, but awareness is the first step to any form of change. Knowing you're in a rut allows you to take corrective action. If you can identify that you're hitting a plateau, you can take steps to move past it. It also helps to be aware that this is a natural part of the process. When you can expect this, you can prepare for it and break through it when it comes. Number 2, small wins. The human brain loves rewards and pursuing a goal. So why not hack your brain? Set up a mini rewards system for reaching specific milestones. It could be as simple as a coffee treat or an episode of your favorite show. Break down your project into smaller, manageable tasks. Completing these will give you the momentum to keep going. Number 3, celebrate milestones. No matter how small, celebrate your achievements, whether it's finishing part of your project or sticking to your schedule for a week. Connect your project with your why. Remind yourself of why you started this project in the first place. Revisiting your initial motivation can be a powerful driving force. Journaling. Start a journal documenting your emotional state at different project phases. This will help you recognize patterns and prepare for future slumps. Accountability. Have a friend or mentor to hold you accountable. The pressure or encouragement of someone else's expectations can often propel us forward and help us push through the project plateau. So, in conclusion, the project plateau is a phase. It's not a permanent roadblock. It may be a hurdle, but it's one that you can clear. To overcome a slump and make your project successful, first acknowledge the problem. Also, pay attention to your emotions. Then, simply take concrete steps to address these. If you're aware, plan, and stay motivated, you can overcome this plateau and succeed with your project. Until next time, this is Josh Ford.